folks, welcome back to Foster Care Friday. This week I'm going to talk about a question that I have received before about, can you work full-time and be a foster parent? So if you're interested in learning more about that, then please stick around. But first, if you're new here, my name is Anna Leonora, and together with my husband Jason, we are foster parents in real life. And here on my channel, From the Fosters, we do foster parenting life together and raise awareness for the foster care system. So if any of that interests you, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel down below to join my growing family here on YouTube. All right, let's get into it. Can you work full-time and be a foster parent? Short answer, yes, you can. And in fact, a lot of foster parents work full-time. There are other rules and requirements for becoming foster parents. And I have a video titled seven requirements for being a foster parent. And I will try to link that down below in the description. But essentially, you have to be able to prove that you can financially support your family without government assistance. This is to weed out people who are trying to be foster parents for the money, which is an old stereotype. It doesn't really exist anymore. I don't want to say it doesn't exist anymore at all, because I don't like to speak in absolutes if I don't know 100% for certain, but it doesn't really exist anymore. This is a very old stereotype. You can't make money off of fostering. You'll hear so many foster parents tell you that. They really don't give you very much. And what they do give you is designed to take care of the children's clothing needs, food needs, school supply, hygiene needs, things like that. And most foster parents will tell you, you end up spending more money per month on that child than you make back in the stipend. So we actually lose money every month on our foster children, even with the stipend, but that's okay because we treat them like they're our children and we don't mind spending money on them. But to weed out the people who would otherwise want to be foster parents for money, they do make you do a financial background check and prove that you can support your family without government assistance. Are there families that can do that without working? Yeah. But a lot of people have to work. I mean, people got to work to pay their bills. So there's also a stereotype that there's a lot of foster families where maybe dad works and mom stays home with the kids all day. And while that is a reality, there are foster families that live that way. There's also a lot of foster families that don't. And all the kinds of rules and requirements around that are going to vary by state. They're going to vary by county. They're going to vary by agency. But let me just tell you what our experience is. My husband and I both work full-time, both of us. In our county, the county only pays for the children to go to daycare if both parents work full-time. Or if it's a single foster parent and that single foster parent works full-time. That's the only way the state will pay for daycare. But in our case, my husband and I both work full-time, so the state pays for daycare for our kids. So yes, we work full-time and it's not a problem. Like having biological children, there absolutely are things that your job is going to have to be flexible with and understanding about. There's doctor's appointments, there's dental appointments, there's court, there's therapies, there's social worker home visits, there's all kinds of other stuff involved in parenting these children. But a lot of that you can either work around your job or you can get DSS to help or whatever you need to do. But I've known plenty of foster families where both parents work or they're single foster parents and they work full-time. And you just make it work. It's just like two parents that work full-time having a biological child, or a single parent having their child that has to work full-time. You just make it work. You do what you have to make it work. but it's absolutely possible. My husband and I are living proof of that, and so are so many of our friends. So I don't want people to think that a two-family household, both working full-time, is a barrier, because it's really not. Or if you're a single parent and you work full-time, I don't want you to think that's a barrier. There are assistance programs, there's help, there are daycares, there are schools, there are respite families, there's all kinds of other things that can help assist you in other ways to watch the children so you can work. So if you think work's a barrier, or work is the only thing that's holding you back from fostering, rest assured you can work full-time and be a foster parent. I'm living proof. I've been a foster parent for coming up on a year and a half. We've had 7 kids come through our home, and there's 2 that are still here. They are not related. They are separate cases. And yeah, we make it work, and it's hard. It's really hard. And I'm very lucky that my employers are super understanding, but it's been so worth it. It's been so worth it. So that's really it. I mean, that's the short answer. Yes, you can work full time. Can you stay at home? Yeah. If you can prove that you can support your family without an income, then yeah. Check with your agency. Pick an agency in your area and check what their requirements are, because every state, every county, every agency is going to be a little bit different. But rest assured, all kinds of family situations work for fostering. Single parents, married families where one works full-time and one's part-time, or one works full-time and the other stays home, or they both work full-time. All kinds of situations work for fostering. I've even heard of foster families where it's like a primary foster parent and their parents. Like if I were single and lived with my parents, and the 3 of us together became a fostering like system, and my parents watched the foster kids while I went to work or whatever. I've heard of so many different kinds of situations, foster families. You can make it work. Reach out to your local agencies, see what the requirements are, but I assure you it is possible. I hope this video was helpful. It was super short, quick, to the point. If you got value from it, please hit that like button below. If you are looking at becoming a foster parent, if you are a foster parent, if you work with foster children, you're a social worker, a teacher, a daycare worker, anything like that, and you just, or you know people who are becoming foster parents and you just want more information, consider subscribing to my channel down below. You can join my growing family here on YouTube. And otherwise, I will see you all next week. Happy Foster Care Friday. Go out and continue to shine your light in the world. Bye.